lordship and the Judicial Council will take their time, go through the issues that we have raised, and for the sake of our country, for the sake of our democracy, they will advise the government. As an arm of government, it is the duty of the judiciary to make sure that they protect our fundamental human rights as citizens of this country. Thank you very much. Selective justice is what we are seeing in this country, whereby members of the New Patriotic Party are being arrested, detained. Selective justice is what we are seeing in this country, whereby members of the New Patriotic Party are being arrested, detained, and arraigned capriciously before the courts. To the extent that when members of our party are arrested, detained, atrocious bail conditions are set forth for them. We believe that democracy is supposed to ensure fairness. We believe that democracy is to ensure that when someone finds himself at the wrong side of the law, there should be fairness, irrespective of the political party a person belongs to. Members of the New Patriotic Party are being persecuted, where people within the NDC who have committed crime and the court has found them guilty are being set free. This is not the kind of Ghana we all want to see. This is not the kind of Ghana we all wish for. So today we are here to let the whole world know that the Ghana that Jerry Rawlings left, the Ghana that John Adekunle left, the Ghana that John Atamios left, the Ghana that Akufo-Addo left is not what we are witnessing today. In fact, we are going through difficult moments as a country. And we want you to know that it bestows on all of us to protect our democracy that we have all suffered to bring to this country. So this morning, this is the petition on behalf of the New Patriotic Party to His Lordship. We believe that this document will not be thrown away, but rather His Lordship and the Judicial Council will take their time, go through the issues that we have raised, and for the sake of our country, for the sake of our democracy, they will advise the government. As an arm of government, it is the duty of the judiciary to make sure that they protect our fundamental human rights as citizens of this country. Thank you very much.
2028 NDC. As we speak today, when you go to TikTok, and I say TikTok is an open source social media platform. Yeah. Nobody controls anybody there. That's where free speech is. At least 50 people from different regions, different places have been bundled up one way or the other by this government. Why? Why should everybody say what you want to hear? Why do you want people to say only what you want to hear? If that is the case, then where is the beauty of our democracy? I am saddened, and I'll tell you what. I am sad about how this government is going simply because I know how we all played here in these studios when they were in opposition. I know how we all played here. In fact, you remember that in few occasions, I think I remember about 15 or so occasions, or less, or just a little bit more, I had a cause to even complain about my government. And I have it on Facebook, where I felt that some of the arrests of some of these social media comments or media things were unnecessary. These people in government today, we always say Ekufuado is a tyrant, Ekufuado is a dictator, Ekufuado is this, Ekufuado is that, Ekufuado gave him all manner of names. Because at that time they felt that they are special and that they could say anything that they want to say. Can you mention one person in the NDC that didn't rain insult at Ekufuado? The names they gave Ekufuado, the names they gave Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Why are you so afraid of experiencing exactly what you have cultivated? These guys actually sponsored an individual who ran down every single person in this country. Every chief was insulted. Every pastor was insulted. You dare not cross him. You do not, all of you were insulted. This media house, he insulted almost everybody, all of you. He came into this country, was given a red carpet, given national security protection, walked in and walked out. So, and then the vulnerable ones who also have equal rights have been...
different no. And until na me evangelist no, me dey different because Ecclesiastes chapter 3, adie bia woni mre. Na me adie ba ko amini no so no, Jeremiah 17:11. Bible say, the open wanya kwa papa so no. Otisa kokohwe di obutu kosua no no to yeso. Na wi ayemu obeye kwasea, obebu ni nkwa na moja ho. Sabi de mfi beye na nado dankwa. Otuku no beye na nado dankwa. Dela dem beye o mampani kufuo. So on next thing no te wi chemu. Enye say yeso so. Ghana first. And your man penny John Draman Hammer. So be ya. Wait, so you don't have to. Papa, I'm from Tuakukawa. I'm no man. So Ghana first. I'm not woman of brat. I'm not woman of brat. I'm not the best baboon. Fuck it, you mama baboon. So Babumia Fuma, the TikTokers, wait. TikTok a big casa. No, your man penia. Chenako Jina court. Man inside bond. You first job into the so 50,000, 40,000. One man the first chance, one man the second chance, one man the third chance one tier. Or money in Abe who said, "Hey, you boy, payo to the Nicofiasia or deserve so be cofiasi." Yantri Kevin Taylor, Yantri Sami Demfi, Yantri Otukuno, Yantri Daladem, and yet then Yatri common TikToker. Yadin Kotuma Fe. What is your offense?
Sami Jamfi, Okasa, Nano, who Yana she, and now Obi TikTok, and no more Patino. Mama, let's go, move back. Let's go.
We are the new, we are the same. We shall that I will not join. I cannot be Paul Adumoshi, who has been doing Good Evening Ghana, a political program for a quarter of a century, and then I say that I will sit back and not join a demonstration. It's not great that you listen to Joy FM and they tell you that over the last 1.5 or 2 years, nearly 2 years, the law that we all think is a bad law has been used more times than it had been used over the last 8 years. Just this morning, we are hearing of more arrests and more arrests. No Ghanaian likes it. NDC people don't like it. NPP people don't like it. Because we have developed a culture of democracy. We developed a culture of democracy that is working, that we are happy with. Once in a while, things will happen in a democracy. But everyone is complaining, both NDC, NPP, CPP, and that's why you see that many other people have joined in this demonstration. So I'm here this morning to support it, because I cannot be a journalist working in this space and having seen everything that has happened. I mean, I'm old enough to have seen some of Rawlings's work. I was a journalist when Rawlings was there. I'm old enough to have seen some of what happened in Kufuor's time. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Every time things happen. Things happen in Nana Kufuor's time that were not great in terms of even arrest. But everyone agrees that the scale at which it is now, we have to stand up and march for democracy. So that's why I'm here. We are waiting for the leaders to come, and then we will start and we'll march, and then we can talk some more. Good morning to everyone. If you are home and you support democracy, please come. Please.
To the New Patriotic Party. And to go from sorry, it's Nana Dompwa. Yes, he is suspended one. Nana do not consider me. On my identity, want you answer. Namoka Central School for Angola. You are gonna how? Nina, you're from the evangelist Perpetual Asante. Greta Accra, men, I'm your deputy regional women's organizer for 8 solid years. And I'm going to become the regional women's organizer. Men support to see a veteran. I hate politics of insult. But I come home and I'm solo. I call Papani. Over to me at Ronibano. TikTok Abikasa. No John Pua. I don't support it when my president was in government. I do not support it. So be very Mahama. Mejano no akamepe. O mine no ye tete ye no. Ya tete ye ni poetwa. Na kwa ya ochiro bi ala de ne ko. Obetimi atwa sika bi ato ho. Ya chire onipa no. Ya find no. Ba komienu anya wa say bond. Wanti ansana wo de na kofiase.
The NDC said today marks exactly 1 year since we lost 6 Ghanaians. Why all the days you have decided to demonstrate?
We lost 6 gentlemen. Yes. The plane crashed. Yes. The headquarters. What have you? I lost my brother. I lost my brother. I'm from.
Why has the new patriotic party decided to demonstrate?
Because the government refused to listen. You see, they are refusing to listen to the ordinary Ghanaians. Yes, we are young. Yes, we are random. I'm an Abuama. I teach you near Ninty. Miss Suya, because of that and Yashinema. A man sees you a Mukrono a day. I didn't hear Rajab I found. I didn't see and I didn't know I found. Why be Yavaho? Oh, said I'm not wanting to call you back. No, I to be Yavatum. Yatrobi. Now, attention, now, what you now call. May I sit at soccer. Yatia Sumasi. Yara John Dramani Mahama. And then a tram corner. Yayami Yana. My road did Kaya on my penny tree. The first female vice president. I saw about Taya and Muslim Pro. I didn't know. Yaya when you have your chamo, and she says, I'm percent your muye. I'm a tree and crow for Nankayan Siaba. Dr. Mamadu Bawumia. Now, you have a true money acquire an eye by. Obet you have a coffee for us. What's your problem? No, Obet you because of Akasachan Ma or your mining in Niger. See how one of it. Bible said to me some but about home and Tiaswaba and your prison. Criminals in them, I'm robbers in them, smokers in them. Democracy is under attack.
So we are here this morning as announced. Our demonstration is this morning, democracy under attack. And as you can see, momentum is building. We are waiting for party people, to arrive. We have so many people here already, but leadership is here to arrive. We will be demonstrating this morning. From here, we'll go into the Supreme Court that we are just facing, drop a petition before them, then continue all the way to Jubilee House and drop another petition to the office of the president. We have issues that they must listen, that our democracy is failing and they must sit up. The NPP bequeath a working democracy to the NDC, and that they must make sure they are able to protect it and get all the institutions of the democratic pillars running, and that they do not corrupt them. We cannot have a country where there is selective application of the law. That is dangerous. We cannot have a country where people are treated differently because of the political party they align to. That is also dangerous. We want a fair and just society where the law works across board, whether you are NPP, NDC, CPP, PMP, whatever you are. Your political color should not determine how you are going to be treated. How can there be a legal vacation and the Chief Justice would make a special dispensation that as for this particular trial, it must go on the Kwabna Edu Boahin case? Why? What has he done to them? That Chinchina, as for your case, we want to expedite it because there is a certain machination, as it looks like that we must incarcerate somebody, we must take somebody to jail, somebody must go down. Some of these things do not feed well the narrative of the very things that we hold dear to and cherish as a people. And that's why I think that democracy under attack is for all of us as a people to believe in. I keep saying, if they come after us, for the political activists, and they are not stopped, when they finish with us, they'll come for the media. You will not be able to do anything again. And that's how dangerous the path we are on is. And we must all make sure that we stop them right now so that our democracy would continue to become fledgling, will continue to become burgeoning, will continue to become the beacon of hope here in Africa and across the world. And I think that today we'll have a very successful program, very peaceful one, and we'll drum home our point at the end of the day for the government to listen. And we pray and hope that they listen. Otherwise, if they don't listen, we'll also continue to push.
NPP amunyoko no demonstration omo plan say omo de shisha so for any day na demonstration no ebushafo baso na as planned omo ehye say 5 a.m. and then omo betwa ahye mu, then they gather momentum and then begin the demonstration. Now the person body rem near kohwe sisi ankasa say na neoma si eko having looked at omo planned demonstration, how things are going to go. They are going to the Supreme Court, omo eko eyoko, omo eko Jubilee House. Yes, now we are omo at the petition at the Akko Parliament. Nani omo insemu omo ometimi aka ewom e de akere Parliament. Now ye pese body rem videos ni bia start here drop na e pese etimi ekohwe bi ne ekohwe se aso le say na ne omasi eko and then talking about the national organizer of the NPP Henry Nana Boachi Nana B in Sembe na oka as the demonstration has started again na oka. Because of course, Siciano, Oshe said demonstration no some of them have spoken the reason why they've joined, because Oshe videos as Sicilia started dropping now. It shows NPP for campaign that demonstration. No, there are other people. I think someone by their way, someone NPP for, but then Omar joined. So we'll go in and then listen to Sisia and Insimbi Omudia to join and everything. Na yeba na yetimia jebre etimi ediaka. But then before say let me put this across. Do you think that NPP omo demonstration omo ne kwan mu no having considered omo nyina so a omo this particular demonstration, citing the case of said na Tamakulu say ohwe the case appeals court akweti discharging na ni case na nkasa na and also share the acquittance and discharge from the appeals court. Ohwe nyina so appeals court share discharge ni akweti na. According to the NPP, no more say they a planned agenda, and so they are not going to tolerate that. There is some kind of judicial and as a political interference in the judiciary, because also citing the case of Wuntumi, they also believe that Nioman Koyi into Kamia Kwaye say and this Yamunoko no more package judiciary to favor themselves. So of course they are demonstrating they are demonstrating to tell the government said the Nioma si kono enya de some penalty aban no enhwe no nye bibi mfa ho. How do you see things? Do you think that the omoye no ne kwan so no ana say ade omoye kwa hu here, because now people are giving mixed reactions and a whole lot, but then I don't know your take on that. Yemo rep na yenko he video ni bi nhwe said the Nioma si kono na more em fi say do agentry so but e be share comment section na say the mama yenko he video ni bi ni nti ensem ekoso ni bi emra.
Just in front of the Supreme Court, the community center there, the space just opposite the Supreme Court. We shall present 3 petitions. The first will be at the Supreme Court, second at the presidency, and the third, we will also send our leadership in Parliament with some elders of the party to send a petition to Parliament as well. We are being told that some people will be sponsored to come and cause problems, to foment trouble, to cause mayhem. You will be arrested and you will face the law. And we are ready for such persons. We remain confident in the professionalism, neutrality, and the constitutional mandate of the police to provide adequate security. We equally call upon every participant to conduct themselves peacefully and responsibly. We wish to make our position unequivocally clear. The new patriotic party deassociates itself completely from any form of violence or provocation. We warmly invite the media, civil society organizations, organized labor, religious leaders, professional groups, students, and the diplomatic community, as well as all well-meaning Ghanaians who believe in the constitutional democracy. We also respectfully appeal to all party aspirants, campaign teams, and supporters that tomorrow we are all with a united front confronting this menace. Democracy is under attack. The official attire is black and red, or you can combine both, black and red. We have to mourn our dying democracy under President Mahama. Democracy survives not by silence, but through vigilance of patriotic citizens. Whenever constitutional institutions come under pressure, it becomes the collective duty of every citizen to defend our constitutional credentials. Tomorrow's demonstration is therefore not merely a political event, ladies and gentlemen. It is a constitutional call to conscience. Let's stand together for justice. Let's stand together for rule of law. Let's stand together for judicial independence. Let's stand against selective justice. Let's stand together for the Constitution of Republic of Ghana. Together, let's affirm the constitutional democracy shall prevail over arbitrariness, justice over injustice, and the rule of law over rule of power. May God bless Ghana. May God bless the New Patriotic Party. See you tomorrow for a massive demonstration. We are the new Patriotic Party. We are the new Patriotic Party. The elephant, that way the same. We shall wait to save Ghana. A dream for a buying penny for. I said that's not them. Now your dream home, now your planning. Say your best self when you took. Now Yama, Madam, said in Tamakru. Yama Wakofi or the 19 million Ghana city at the Akofi.
I know answer now better to us one. We are Mrenimuni. We say a Marane can't see and find into me. And one hour from Rakwan so a court of appeal. Court of appeal, so it's not tied to any apron of a political party.
Kwame Michelle, I think we are someone. The 5 years in training our court. Court said up to the bossy. Madam said in Tamakuri. A bra, ye didn't ask someone or Srepine. A year 28 of Papa Jayaresa Abba. Ayaresa or Papa Jaban, and 1 million for 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, ye and after the NDC4. Ecofarm by Sansa, it is part of the plan on Bishop of the Param. Now, Kwame, and many people.
Me judgment na nkasa wanya bia kai
amedahi ena etna temiso na Kwame utie nsem ni bia epiepie free mu bai say cash it no kwa na sabi defect what does it mean
mati pa me cousin makenka judgment no
okay Kwame section 4061 of criminal of Act 30. I can't tell you. But say Kwame Pacho kind because an emphasis will be a change. Subject to the provisions therein after contained, no finding, sentence, or order passed by a court of competent jurisdiction shall be reversed or altered on appeal or review on account of any error, omission, or irregularity in the complaint, summons, warrant, charge, proclamation, order, judgment, or other proceedings before or during the trial, or in any inquiry or other proceedings under this act. Inquiry here.
Criminal Order Offences Act Procedure Act 30 4061 and now they be now become A B over kind A okay
it is hard to make it can in say a lawyer for no Muslim madam said now Obian who read it has to come in court say defective Ebiam yedi asem 5 years. Na kwame adeku pia embra na dia hwebe ni say obi tibin the time ye 90 million en kofie konkodi. Na yen the kase tax sheet bi nti no fa sika no nko. What minimum loan about 10% loans. Ewo ejira. Ah won fancy say bi anka mo. What the check come nipa no. Nipa no say nsi wo ka ho afi na wo ka check 4% ni ntia. Wo say ne sika no ne fa brebe. Sika no nipa no ka hye. Odi be share about na total. We na evidence that you in court. Odi be share about na total no. Wa judge for na lawyer for edi ma obi no ka ho asem bia. Obi am fa asem bia ama be ka bia. We dwan ye fukuma. Tantamanto fo sika. Ah na o se ko kantamanto hye no kwa ne na twa me sunu. Omo ja omo niema. Omo tonton nkuruma niema nketenkete. Omo je ashi. Yama 1.8 million. So come on, when it's a moment, what the most 600,000. That is what so much I said, on Fancopi. Who could be 1.8 million Ghana cities? So the Quack Yen Tre. A 1,003 and out the 1.86 million. A 1,003 a 1.8 million of what was out trip. What can you come? Na for proof we e mo sia na pa me he atodi general no onu mai na ade say asemu emfa no
o daddy why my indication ni say or court Supreme Court na before then kwa no obe stay now Supreme Court na da mo stay judgment na nsabra wo mo call for no
whereby members of the
wo share written submissioner a year respondent any at the in answer to the appellant which is ahead. We wish to bring to your attention of this honorable court that the record of appeal before the court is not complete. We state that all the exhibits tendered by the prosecution during the trial does not form part of the record. The only documents found as part of the record are some of the documents which form part of the disclosure.
Been arrested, detained, and arraigned viciously before justice. Selective justice is what we are seeing in this country, whereby members of the New Patriotic Party are being arrested, detained, and arraigned capriciously before the courts. To the extent that when members of our party are arrested, detained, atrocious bail conditions are set forth for them. We believe that democracy is supposed to ensure fairness. We believe that democracy is to ensure that when someone finds himself at the wrong side of the law, there should be fairness, irrespective of the political party a person belongs to. Members of the New Patriotic Party are being persecuted, where people within the NDC who have committed crime and the court has found them guilty are being set free.
NPP for your major on bears our demonstration way. I'm for some way insensitive. Sir, you may also have heard the critique. Say, why would Nanabi and the NPP decide, say, on a solemn day our mining in our air kai are 8 fallen heroes, Omane Bawumia and the other 7. And NPP for your major on bears our demonstration way. I'm for some way insensitive. Okay. Sir, the Obia Kase is insensitive. And Kabo Nippon Jifaguno, for example. Fantastic, NDC. Yes. If there's any, the number one insensitive person in this country, President Mahama, I'm going to tell you why. Anyway, you date with the near either. Near Nimson Besa. Second, for invitation, but Obi, and then Anciana and so a fire on Craha. Yeah, and you pay we a bread your nine. President William and now wash it, one Cosra will be from Quabusian farmer, a basic name say Will Crano, Ebiano, Mammy, or Mammy, and he performed more than 14 woo. In fact, do you know what the president did? The following day, oh, yeah, Thanksgiving service, I shall white Kosaye. Jifagono, who is more insensitive than the number one gentleman of the land? And you put 40 in the parish, 40 in a way. Not number they do 40. Oh yes. Now up to now go more certify one. 40. And a film 40 na film President Mahama ankwasra mo wan ka hwe wan ye bia no nam helicopter mu oyewie mo si form an so FM no kotra Jubilee. Then saying on accident na si kuma so kwan mu no.
Yeah, Nipa 21 and Rechi.
Yes, Nipa say
21.
See na President Mahama, he was enjoying reggae song in Jamaica.
Also all state festival.
Exactly. He was enjoying reggae song reggae who is more insensitive when if up to now can issue statement we are in such a gory situation. Oh kwan so. O Kamboma na say nipa kakako be adioson 70 and efrimu. We say presidency and you should even a community say near sequence you dey say abusuafo ma hwere ma de she we dey hadwen we ni say Debbie yanyebi. Nipa 40 so afọ mo president nam helicopter me no anu we no kwatan Jubilee we mu so wuye no so a o sa enjoy reggae song e wo Jamaica. Jifagono, who is more insensitive? Eti anasa nipa dio so no e lives no a o mewu no eno de ensem fata eno de anya hwe to us demonstrating and fighting for the soul and the spirit of our democracy is also very important to us.
Okay.
And penifo free mu ya NPP ya kan ye penifo nyina be kan ho ye nyina Ghana mu nyina kan bo mu ene ye yi. Se na make me ni a share date dada. But if they go that line, now obi can so be insensitive. If there is anybody will be so be insensitive party and a president. So Jifagono is the president of the republic, President Mahama, who is more insensitive. Go nipa 40 wu ye no on am helicopter mu wan kohwe busuafo bia wan busakra se baby a omoda na busuafo nothing ye wie nipa wu ewo eye enkan kumase kwan so o ma hye not yamfa letter krata ba kokra ma anka bibia kran so mo tama de ni sie no na ye president of Jamaica, he was enjoying reggae songs.
Having gone round as part of my organization, no, do you have the feeling that people are interested in this demonstration?
Massively, and I'm happy that you said that generated a lot of hate on social media. Massively. Obey, Ofanko, far from me, we say, we giddy, massive. People are not happy with how our president my high. If one own party, people are not happy. On my own party, people are not happy. Now saying on Kaiser opening I'll say if I say and go for Nyansa Yanchiwe on who's a video no.
Yeah, I saw it.
Exactly. And one how in a drizzle so also cassette say they see there now to be near the bill condition who be near their 20 panels. Yes.
Okay. And for or more, they would only be watching out for numbers and they pour out. And based on the numbers, no, they will say, hey, and the NPP party momentum not take up.
Oh, but
Obi,
last year, the Chief Justice demonstration.
Yeah,
at that time, Krana, you lose who abano Krana na eni busumi insiya kura. It was massive. At that time, Krana. It was massive. That was last year. The Chief Justice demo, that judiciary and the attack demo. It was massive. This is going to be quadruple times massive.
In terms of the numbers.
I'm telling you.
You may also have heard the critique say, why would Nanabi and the NPP decide, say, on a solemn day our mining in our air kai are 8 fallen heroes, Omane Bawumia and the other 7. And NPP for you imagine some bears our demonstration way. I want for some way insensitive.
Okay. So the Obiaka say insensitive. And Kabo Nippon
Jifagono, for example.
Fantastic, NDC need.
Yes.
If there's any, the number one insensitive person in this country, President Mahama, I'm going to tell you why. anyway your date with the near either near him some bears. Secondly, ye the new patriotic party to be on for invitation be amre. But Obi, and yan anciana in so a fire on cry. Yeah, and you pay we a bread your nine. President William and now wash you know, one Cosra will be from Quabusian for a man, a basic name say Will Crano, Ebiano, Mammy, or Mammy, and any perform more than 14 a woo. In fact, do you know what the president did? The following day, yeah, Thanksgiving service, I shall white Kosaye. The fuck who is more insensitive than the number one gentleman of the land? And you put 40 in the parish, you 40 in a way.
Not number they do 40.
Oh yes. Now I have to know go for 75 one. Pet them to my
no more say
40. And a film 40 na film President Mahama ankosra mo wan ka hwe wan yetemu wan kohwe busuafo bia wan busakra se be bia omoda na busuafo nothing. They want to perpetuate evil with it. Nobody should support it. Now yeah court no. If you want to expand it. Training conform man conform kwa judges so. Ye wo and ye wo mugidi. We see all the independent body tribunal bi ba. Na aban no na kofa akoye om appointment ya kwa koguso. Eje na opra feature there be konakodem. And all kasa one kasa yi konakodem.
Yeah, but you have the right to appeal. It is still subject to the appellate.
They intina e was say adeweba. I didn't know say ba. Why? I didn't know say by your court that aye adwuma ye wo ye officer of the court. We pa hu hia. Say was say afeni say create bibi. Ni akasa nsem ni bi wo hono ma ye yi nso de akoha. And na hu me court ni. Yaban bibi abamba ba ye see court adan bi kan ho. Tuma ba musu bi kan ho. Na ye mfa nkofo nkoho no mkonko ye adwuma. Where from this tribunal? Obi, it is meant to perpetuate evil. We must fight against it. They say, sa dia no ni esune ade ade braye ehu enya de pa. In fact, it will be abused. A dangerous man support the crowd, be me support bako. I do be on Yantiti baby. Yes, we be now a former accountant be, and now we also Jabi, Brabet Transfer Chairman, Yempenko Funguso, said the People's Court, Odo Koroma, Obin Poasam Crowd, Community Man, Nenwana, Debbie.
The chairman would always be a lawyer. Two other ordinary Ghanaians ever can, but the chairman is supposed to be
NDC lawyer, no Marco Fanaba.
A lawyer.
NDC lawyer. Is there non NDC for lawyers? No Muguhonia for NDC lawyer because appointment one about appointment.
The president would appoint the chairman.
So that's why
at the regional tribunal. Now CJ appointed the district tribunal.
It is meant to perpetuate evil.
More response to these happenings, no a demonstration I'm organizing or China.
Yes, and how our people are being arrested. Nowadays, you use bail as punishment. At the moment, you be a call. Near the idea to no so, ye the two so, for 50 million bra. Where ya now shaho, for 100 million bra. Where ya man now shaho. Na ye can't go for Casa Washo Muyam. Na as a brano ya tibia, and we be more dear. Now we dear, a NDC for the DNDC for near the free omo, and now we didn't go for all of these things. No, am I a democracy? No, we ha. A man yonder attack.
The demonstration is intended to do what? More representative petition.
You representative petition. I'm a judiciary. I call Supreme Court. On about them every year. Ya nantimwa ya be presidency.
Oh, okay.
The presidency.
Hey, Jubilee House.
Jubilee House. Na ya the presidency so dia kwa kumano. Near 2 penny phone bi. Any leadership in parliament. No more another petition. So dia kwa kuma
Speaker of Parliament.
What is happening? Yera Mahama Wabem,
yes,
our opposition. Otro open letter B2, Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. He was talking about criminalization of free speech. Okay, from 2025. ABC cases are a border on criminalization of free speech, suppression of free speech, 45. Under President Mahama, 45. Obi ko posti ade say Obama there pa no ko kan social media or the two na beto say ade na na andamui etuo edi etusesa ni akwakochi no na NDC communicator no ka say Adam Bona and the supply etuo edema boko conflict a wɔn kuntɔkwa no ɔnam hɔ ɛhyɛ fɛ no list wɔ na n'agye man ɔnam hɔ video no all over ɔnam hɔ yɛamfɛ no kora nkɔhyɛ na mbusa no But what you call free speech, no, according to Professor Ransford Jampo, Enra and seminal conversation around the demonstration, they cause no an article, in paragraph 3, I think, or say democracy is about freedom of speech and not freedom to insult, threaten, and be unguarded in one's utterances in a manner that sacrifices the need for national peace. Those who hide under the democratic right to free speech, to defame and threaten the peace of a country all over the world are dealt with not arbitrarily, but in accordance with due process of law. And this is what happens in Ghana now. No journalist has been forced to flee the country for his safety as it occurred in the previous regime. Professor Jampo, I am Madam for Oyenyachum. Oh, if there's anybody who benefited from free speech in Guyana, how did he? Now what Kasaya men when you post? In someone named near Wombs and Kakase is subject to say for a publication of false Nabanan called them. But now only the attempt. There been a president then. Almost a publication of false news in the name. A brand here, David Sando. The final three are going to swear. Was he do so is back there? One who didn't attempt. And interrogation room ho. And yes, will be so because I'm a crime. I say, and they be on country. The investigators na busa na say uko kan bibi social media so is back almost publication of false news. Enti eno dey near making say obi video appear but say President Mama abo 150 million. Yes. Na all pass comment yakwa chine fi oboase. Professor Jambo say obi ya adwuma ho ne pa FM. No akọ post ade on social media. Yakwa kwache no. Peace be not threaten here. Say Obama say more kan yi. E social media there pa no kan. Peace be not threaten. Fancy comedy or a TikToker. The platform obi tiama no ne e na be keka nsem ho. Ono amu ni ache no. Ne natum be close to be 1 week. Then no here. But do you agree, sir, some of the comments we've heard? I disagree. I don't support insult. I don't. But it doesn't mean you have to criminalize it. If there is any party that benefited from this, it is Professor Jampo and the NDC. Private jetta. When Cochino, you have just a friend of Samohunto. Obi Wana Cochino. When Cochino. But do you agree with his other claims, sir? And where Prof. Jampo, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, has shown the needed and acceptable presidential temperament of civility, humility, empathy, and respect for all. He is not a Nebuchadnezzar and listens to public outcries. For instance, when the ordinary Ghanaian was to suffer hardship to be occasioned by fuel price increment, he intervened and has recently done same again. He doesn't lord his power over pastors, chiefs, and even the ordinary Ghanaian. Which president takes selfies with ordinary people and sit not on the front seat but among the ordinary congregation when he goes to church? This president doesn't command chiefs to get up to greet him at functions and will not talk back at chiefs who have criticized or made demands on the system. Obi, ene nanado danko kufa di saint. President Mahama is becoming a political tyrant. If Professor Jampo doesn't know, Asempa FM. Me can't tell him Yama SCC and Yama or the Bekipina Juma as President Mahama's appointee. Me no kasa me too many my chance my ebi onimu nyama e koso since when yachi obi a yesi amani bill 800 million e for no President Jambo ko hu bi since when yachi obi yesi amani bill 150 million 50 million when nyama near the wash 2 weeks 3 weeks since when Obi you are a very respected lawyer. Is bill meant to be punitive? No. So since when you did bill 2 obi so what nipa ne pass onu maybe nipa ne tie o say one man nipa no enkofa 55 million mra 100 million mra 800 million mra na you kran kan wasem how na dusu kan wasem say den na ekoso yi na ye de bill aye we say no president mama kan ho he eti no ono ebia no na make sense obeka nsem a obekhoho a omampani sanse ono no ya mana djuma oye eti anya me nwanwa ba nyama ekoso no enye adana meka baba mando dey ase den pa no ye baba mando president mahama ye kan obi a wanya LGBTQ mu faso pa ebo eno aban se ne wonkofo esi kan ya wonya mu faso de ene wo ba na so ka che se bill na besan ne hu hia na se baba amando ko ka se ene ne de mu fofo aso na ode mo picture ba na ode LGBTQ omo kala si bi de adware wo a oso obu afu atikwa apai nto akwakofa na firi sunwane ede na for card na bankran. What is this? What is this? But that is if you know, sir, President Nemo Mokofano.
Oh, na President.
We are the police.
We are just doing it. What unim? Nancy, one guy said, Omukwachi or a brand to be on Beso me equalize it. A brand to be an ODD, Yera Muhammadu atem.
Yes.
On Beso me equalize it. Now say, Bo me pamin Sobia Subianco Chubia. You can criticize me harshly, and you don't criminalize free speech. Mamun kwachu biya somewhere enough and we equalize it and I will call it and yet
mo part no gina mo gina mo na izo
oh nyame adaroma obi say you so a yen hihye ya two constituencies in dodo na awie na ka constituencies ne kakra e bin so this weekend you go be better next weekend ya two region
okay
na ya koye na ka national exactly
national no year September right
September but here the call year October.
Oh, my side the October.
Chance na some logistical constraint. We say accommodation. Iti baby na ombe wono yenya ntie for a date in October.
Okay.
And yeah, Baba Yara Sports Stadium so I be using so no yenya and also no a date for a year October.
The initial date said September 19th.
Yeah, 19th. No.
Motuasha that. Motuasha October.
October, yes.
But still Kumasi.
Still Kumasi.
Okay.
Yeah, and your own changes.
Okay.
Still Kumasi.
Okay.
Your two region we near Babeto.
Mato National.
National.
Oh, okay. Enti, I mean, not baby nanim say because of some internal elections na custom you know, as a party na focusing na awareness so as part of more bigger reorganization no the demonstration we in so
hey David Obi we here on say Era Mahama akwan a one na pamfo afaso a omo etietia ye kame mamenka bia mamuo so no na omo sini tras na moja enwunu no anohye na ehu na aya na eme nwanwa se President Mahama no wo opposition no to no pe ni eme nwanwa oni se obi me no kasa enra okọ Asante Achem South your communication officer or your friend Papa Rich yes no one so no FM Nepa FM.
Oh, okay.
I what gas.
Yeah.
In pattern.
Yes.
And no weird ma ya kwakwache no. E bi na yin me bia ofa.
Oh.
And no weird.
I'm in the Pa FM.
I'm in the Pa FM.
Journalist.
Yes.
And your communications officer for the party in the constituency.
In the constituency.
Obi I say bono minister makase president Mahama Obrasim say racial flana sacking bi ono ne first person.
So why bono regional minister? Lawyer.
Oh, it's not problem Obi. It's not problem.
No the why there.
Non-performing, very arrogant minister.
Oh,
non-performing, very arrogant, disrespectful minister.
Bono
regional minister. Nyomo onim ka ya cha NPP koko bi na or a very non-performing minister.
Oh, how?
I say pamono. That's my kaka. President Mahama. Awa hon Brasil. Anada nya na beka se wada. Yeah.
Oh,
President Mahama. Ahon Brasil. Me no mienu. We told Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Nana Ahon Brasil baby obi abechiao, that these things, you know, a defect for your administration. It is all appoint you be kojina one name so on your behalf.
Yes.
No, the bit by you see the continuous carriage among your xenophobia.
Yes.
That impunity. Our Mujiri said there are lots over us. No, that's where the issues are. I'm surprised. The movie said na to force the obada say ko otufa wiem no oba. Yeah, I said go otufa wiem. You don't understand why you are there as a regional minister. So no.
Yeah, now so unka dey awa.
Na be who follow me conversation. You know, what's that the release but trouble on airtro. On Galamsey airtro. Any MC or DC or regional minister or Mesha separated say I did because you quite either you're complicit or deliberately you are just making sure say we will find Bokona or young return. Sanya Bata comes to see. Won't mean can't say Rexec, new music, no dissect no. So be to Galamsey, Ochiemua. You cannot. You expect President Mahama to be aware of this? How would he be president? And all compromised security agencies or more, especially intel agencies, security, military, intelligence officers, they do have various assemblies, almost a compromise on Bukatan. We should go after them. Because the excuses and the arrogance and the disrespect is becoming too much. It's too much. It's Mesre. President Mama Igusu Kayo, Mesre. Now, ministers be new, director general be new, chief executives be new, that's a fanco. Yeah, meaning they become overly Mr. Nice. In leadership skills, Kakrano. Oh, be say overly Mr. Nice, you hurt yourself. Yeah. Because bread pass now. Oh, bread pa. The way our party for edge will say, and a winner and a more discount accountability, the way you share edge. Because we cannot travel another 2 years without reshuffle. Because President Mama can say 3rd year no parties in 10 and move to about 4th year. There's no 4th year. That's why some of us we agree somewhere. Even though we are thinking that the extension of 5 years is not a guarantee that development will progress. Yeah, it's not a guarantee. But we are just hoping.
It's true.
The president is going to fight Galamsey, you know. Is that what we are saying? Ubi, and on the Yehun Galamsey and Nekoso Sabre. What do you compare Sabria? Not just as a union, because in one major tributor, you bet with the Ama Womo, and they say, and that year, Omu, that tea near Galamsey. And now there was a report of encophobia, Omaku, our Galamsey side be.
Yeah.
Yes, you Nini Becker. I achim daddy.
Away at him or die. When we achim that.
Achim Danny. Achim da Galamsey sites.
And they are you or down.
That is another museum. And no name because I know the museum. Achim da.
I shall say
I shall say
or dapa
or dark room.
Men may catch a quite hope, or call that school or that secondary.
Where do you when
Chi Junction?
River, I say.
I river down. It was Brimini. It was a way normal for Edgum.
We a criminal.
I mean, and
this is
way no more pretty wahano. Police a coach and then answer. I'm only hoping, say other police no other police and I be to be there too. Obeko baby no na ye see signboard say ye reclamation ubekum ni eju.
And for more amutie and over YouTube your live stream na ubehu the situation where a drone shot of the situation in Oda it's terrible. So you'll be a what's now Danny Unimoda Pane Adea you'll be very disturbed. I mean this is really concerning. Oh, that's terrible. This is terrible. And that's the Brim River?
Yes.
Wow.
Entino ye pay kenti. Entinka 1 year ayenuanom Eko fight Galamsey, Omofa Mushudo Monquadier. One major tributor and Kebede Mom said he will add you be see.
The river is completely gone.
It's gone. Okay, yes, man can. Okay, yes, what told that morning. So as a member of parliament, you know, Minya Den, Minya Shahain. Obi, and I make us a senko bia.
Are you sure this is Brim River?
Oh, I am telling you, sir, no one and then some they could try. I am telling you. Opa yanko ochina.
It's completely
yes.
You can reach out to the DC.
You can send your independent. You can
so familiar with the place.
You can send your independent reporters. And so we video from the beginning. Ube who say Odasku wenchi to Odasku kwano hono. All the machines this. It is from Glory kwano to baby aside one. It's just about 5 minutes walk. And yet you baby sao. It will change kwa the ekosi. That's the road. That's the road. That's the road in here. Oh, that's the road in here. No machines this is here. You see, I'm happy you people are surprised because car a real masem. A real masem. One qua obey them. In fact, when do they be a namwa? Yehu say omu tu wo but eno ane answer police for kwachi wo mo ye adwuma no and am kasi yen kwhwe ade ekoso wo and this is what we went to find. This is what we went to find.
That's a devastation.
This is what we went to find. Omo ban so ahom nche
Sir, sophisticated equipment the two no
within about the month of 2 years no we not
no we say
that's it.
Absolutely.
Honorable, 81. We may be coming from different political parties, but do you think can keep quiet over this?
Na I say be an anonymous team call on. Now why video we are sharing anonymous?
And no answer.
And maybe also we share anonymous.
So no can say achiom, but China achiom should not be the end. They should be made to feel this.
That's it.
Yeah, we don't the assassin or the assassin or papa.
What?
And when I walk high, yes, we go down the masses. You
should also understand where the question Obi is asking. There is no way anybody can do this without the permission of the landowners.
Okay.
There is no way.
No, you video let's say an first. And let them appreciate
this is just one site. This is just one site.
The breed is completely gone. Completely.
There are several others. Obi, it is the best tribute I never mind penny for. I was say one premier galamsey until we are going to bring an alternative. No, and we don't have to see this. We didn't have to see this a year after. Ada sika pem kwa bem kwa. Na utiminka. We me bo or down police for abaso say complain about yen or mantinaso. No makochen crofono. But I am telling you, the reason I am happy on this one, and many MC in Asabukura, but the police is afraid they say, why we are, you have a frustrated case. What does it? And so we have to bring it to light. That's IGP crowd in the DHR, often in DHR.
Well, they say was 9 months for the cohort.
Yeah.
9 months, I can count how many times 9 months has visited on that. 9 months, I call that pa. I'm telling you, say, air time, no be to get on to that.
Erasto Star report here, say, Asako Chinipa 12 be cry just at a different location.
It's in the Omunino prosecution over him. Yachia. Now, other than follow up on the prosecution.
No, prosecution
any final
just
judgment.
because some of them are not so big. We don't hear because of they don't have names.
But we have to.
Well,
the media has a responsibility.
No, most of them are being prosecuted. Even some have been imprisoned.
Oh, if we see these things, that is it. Because when you are check now, you mobilize the youth against you. Because youth in near Jumaye. It you don't call Kakra and no Musunyebi. Basabe, Kakaka Bubenyano, Yadia de Bebremo, Yadia de Bejan Chilima, a Sia Yebabenom, and Mother Keke, and a Mickey, the only Ekoda, Dynamite Swa, Ubi Shutu. Na Dynamite, a pina, a Kunipa Bebrino, and no sway. Nina Galamsadia. Nina Galamsadi. Obi, Momayin and Fair Hunim. Na Yakabre, Bebois. Yakabre. Maybe say, Nama Cabre. I could put say, Bessel who never be some say, into Baka, I could see that bay.
Yes.
But at least I'm encouraged to say, though that police are taking steps
to arrest.
Baby, you took Galamsey be a police for her. Baby, you took Galamsey be a BNI for her. Baby, you took Galamsey be a national security for yet more. And yet, Dane, and I am for your coin, a room.
Nanaya Jantwa 8 a.m. from Jubilee House. Obi, the NPP is not patriotic at all. Please ask Akwesi Akwa if he knows the people doing the galamsey, has he reported to the authorities or the chiefs? Nana ya chempem jantua. And
no, and the payment is as your baby. And not to a more. Make catch then say. Make catch him. A man and Kofobuka at the year jandam. And also or your chief gumbrist. Oh, the bow gumbris is here. I said my work can obey me, there's not to chain. Now what she has some. And now, let me catch and say gold prices no a gold board echiano. I will form. And no na magalam CSDB say. Woman to me near responsible mining because almost some more responsible mining a car mobile bono gold board a bomb the bema woman and same fata a juman whom man fast war 10 year umbetu no major hoko no be say hey a jumba hobe didn't come on nams nagalam say for no me and some avo yeni muamo woman ya bay fool woman ye depend no mate yeni mom oh way or to good oh way or to galam say oh way but you haven't caught them in the act. And I said, wait, me site to akoko sonimu. Oh, to me. Galam say for no. Una oh braga light to saying, nana, and Ejuma to saying. No, bet you said, you know they are fully protected. Ejuma is Kajuma. Oh, just here. It's no, two galam say so sa, to kasa say kwala. But ubeka say, and they know say sabi nyese mejuma na mi gunu, but I will give you evidence of the fact to say yet been trauma so crucial emani nyese. Etino nana no beti mi asore tiawo ye be kasa tiawo da ugo da ni ma se ni ade, but the truth when told ebe seti na afri ebe boaye. So it's nana ya yenimom, but you have to catch them in the act. Police require okochi wo mi. Apparently they are not even from Oda. Fioda, but to be that Yoma Bado Mutu, and Yachi Wom. It's no, Nyase, when Obia or Yagalamse, or might be an idiom. Messe Oko, Bronibisunia, the Omia Galamse, Granopa, Ude Ubenwa, the end of the end. Said Jiggles a day. Even on the fruit. Yeah. Not a Kuramotisomu tools.
Any pickers,
Almost damn crum, or Koto Wachi or Quamenem, or Kotu. What I say? These are people all corner. AB or Wabenya Bay 200, 300, 400 cities built the baby fee. Lydia no. It's no Sanka no park captain or Befa saw. Or Befa Sada or Befa Hamania, and Omina Jato, Omina Quamenem.
We expect to say Ghana for the Gona ABP. Na a demonstration. Na Yaxi and Tesukoko, the Achara Bino. Na yehu say enough is enough yen save your democracy no esan say baby e dro no as a democracy no pese o mo say no loss no eye mienu so we NPP ni a emra no nko we eye NDC ni a emra no nko how is it possible say obi a we wieska 96 million omo mienu ba kokra de ojitu mu ani sa wanje ntum ye de no ko tu mu for 5 years was spend 2 years oko appeal ya man appeal was high court for bail at the high court ya money bail or appeals court ya money bail NDC by amudi akọ supreme court ya money bail otifie up to now sa na appeal case no kra no obi anka ho asem for the last 6 months our court na fie that is an exim maame no osi o ma ema ye chi nkrofo a omo standing surety ema no governor Tamakulo ene Alex Mood ema mutua ho sika osi o ma ye try ni wie ya san boka edna free buruchira bedru Ghana ha yedna kwotena ni fee for 15 days because Franklin Kujo ka kire yen say na house arrest it edna kwotena ni fee police for garden no ni nyina echi no yebeka yen say maami no mpese omugya no sisi omagya no say isika na hye nanso obi a yese wakwaji concession yachi obi o ye galamsey wo ho wo se bedi adanse yese we na hye wo say ye na mimi njao nipa na yachi no oh yeah, dear no. Was I may records of why Chester Chairman cry I report to a central Western Regional Police. I catch it almost say Uncle ye a galamsey on assassin so. No, so we dear, you see, Uncle 20 years, and you're near galamsey no. And you're no sooner a castle will be near galamsey, but will be a quotidian assassin iron, Uncle 20 years. Will be a jailing for 10 years, say, or we are sicker. 96 million. You see, my no ono de onko tenafi so enu tina ama ochina no ye expect say obia ebetimi aba bonten na yetimi ede ye friends ye kire no ahyehye so
ya ka kire man no pay so obia nya nadwen say we NPP sam
debi ana America no
social media
ebetimi abecho
phone ko ade
ebetimi abecho na say NDC ni a omko che no a Dr. Bawumia ka say omunjai no say omo sheda face saving ene wo hin Sabrante no hin. Amai no, se omai no market so ma discontinue case na.
Amun kan.
You get it, but the social media for now omuchi omunyina no unu so da so kokko.
Omunyina kokko.
Obi na ye ndi asem no. Na so yaka okasabo ahye oyem. Because untimi nkasa biom because u case no ho dada. Iti ama
obi ye nua atenkwana na okumase.
Yes.
Last time oba ha no any 15th time o kokko. 15th time. Nti ofi kumase.
Oba na makase ya ageni. Oba ya ageni sa ye hano.
Ofi kumase.
Ama se no kasanso.
Awana na ya no say. O che no. Kumase court ni bi ho.
Exactly.
But ya shada na bankran. And ofi kumase etwa kwan ba court.
Se question na me bisa from day one. O se me betena ha kra kan say. Yes. Nipa na omuchi omunyina. Uyi nipa be miensa omu nyina ewo baabi a court wo.
Yeah.
Kumasi court of appeal kura wo ho. Kumasi court of appeal kura wo ho. But ye chi nipa no e chi na ejiso.
Yes.
Ejiso eye regional friend.
Divisional
headquarters. But e chi na ejiso no omo de ne ba ha. Okay Amando omo so chi no so yane. Police headquarters. Omo de mirika e de ne ba ha. So eye targeted and ya fa judges makuma ku mienu anasa miensa. Omo na ya omo di sasem no iti omo ba na omo ye ene anka chim kwara kan se odifo a anka 500 penalty units enu 6000 cedis anka obetua but o kwa se odifo na o ka se o charge you sika so because your friend say Camila police for e na kwhye lungu baby se ka se odifo ade no why o se an maye so okay any not guilty omo de ne ba ya judge say onkodam 1 year. Even NDC for now do class a too harsh. Minim say bafo wa an associate or your friend say lawyer
Nanaje
bafo wa ni law firm no a enter omu so omu yes na be ombenya bill e di amano na omu assign akọ eye for appeal ni na kega ho. So when dey enya about NDC NPP enya about say obi penny position and say bibisa but e ade a e wo say nyina ne protect a democracy no say ehu abeto judges no so omo mpese omo ye bibi kra na osuro because depending no allowance na say waje enye ona tuama no ho but waje allowance say ye na di first time obi resign from a council of state former chief of staff say hey na dia mudi di ma me dia nyo to the extent that nana Dr. SKB Asante omo tro Ghana constitution no ebe testify can say mami uti be yen because of allowance o na so aban no eye no so we security court judge high court judge so we engineer wa we so the aban ne pe no na omaye enu nti na ama ade no eye hu no because wo ti ho no obi ani ba bia ogina de but e bia na e do court na ye be ka say we NPP ni a e timi akotum eti na ye ka say obi amra don't think say e bia ade we NDC NPP hwe me say dawuro uye koko farmer ene anase obisuani kra ye koko farmer e wo se oba bonten na obeye demonstration unim se new koko law na aba no e kire se wo koko farm ene na opese ohu se koko no enhyada enni emfaso bia mawo na opese wo sesa na udua anka anase udua rubber anase udua bibia e betima jeli for 20 years awomranu
wa odu afu ade wasase
yes
wa anya ban na
ye for na ama omode mrane baaye no ye ka se mun twentwen so uni so omode mrane baaye ni 2 days na mo pass under certificate of emergency and say agency se omode akọ etiene se wo ye koku afu a se opese uye bibi wo sokra na e wo se koku board ka kire o se me mafuo na eye masase na abusuade amame anase mato a me ye koku wo so no me pese mi twitwa maako enum edi ebia bibisi ho wanko kan yesi omoba ke enua na watwa no utwa enua no be miensa na se enan a ye be charge o de watwa ka again ubetimi akọ jail se watwa enua no kra ebi ena sese kra no in the law no unim se omo ebe establish court ye cocoa court nko it's in the law say omo be establish court ye cocoa court
enye ni hia no omo tu omo ka
exactly so wo ba ye no wo say ade no nipa no osisi no fortunately the occur say yesisi omo no finance minister ono so na say no cocoa board no
ya san ko dia be
na say ono na twe ko ho it say wa twe ko ho wo ba ye no na 3100 ubetu sika bebre utu mirika ediko 3500 say odi akọ 2500 sika no enko nipa no wan pia ni sika no abobo ya na o kan say obeba be chama emabu no na omope politank sim no eno so mai
in fact osebo minu ba kun osei ombe se emabu no volunteer boot
yes
no mo de abobo ya no mo de politank sim no mo de su akogugo so eno ko jina ba bi so say obetu bo ho koku afu bi mu na o de politank sim no the water hose atum no mo de agu koku no so
say politank mai Wellington boot mai we mu nyina mai 6000 na o kan no e mai na wa pe bibia ma wasia o ja ba no kro no to the extent that ene mi obi koko mabusia ja pade me se mi twitware me ka se mi dua rubber anase kashiwa metimi akodam 20 years ene o hwa the minimum nipa ne bekwa akodam ye 10 years ene ye set up a court because omunim say omo bechi bebre agum because anka adentina we set up a court only nipa close to 1 million ena eye juma direct omo afuo ni ya omo dia na udi emra say ba adentina on fanko through the process
na on consult omo
na omo eye me cry bia yeka
eye hunahuna ye be ka kasabo aso
ye ka kra ne say
na okoku akwani into aka wo ba muta be ka me ahwe
exactly say ekoma ba eye your friend say efuo papa ukọ ekurase ekoma ba pa because you see omo afuo a 1 acre 2 acres no ultimately bia 10 bucks 8 bucks no eye different from ukọ afuo mu a omo a ebi ho amoton kilos o ebi ho the entire 2 bucks the entire ni koko no oti be 2 bucks eti oti kakra some kilos bi no akoton uko ube se waswa botton kitwe bi no akona makowe no akoton se obi antimi nkoton no sa and again emra no mu se ukoton koko no ma obi a onye cocoa board license buyer ye betimi achiw na ubetimi akodam up to 10 years
me say awa emra ye baba nyina eye pa se no eye say na say be ye say nia abosom person mu kun no ye odin ye di kan sisi wa so ne abodam because ne ekoso yi wo ti kokoku eni ni sika so no ono wan fo anko court
yes
1
because no minimum guarantee price and una ya from time immemorial ye nyaka say eye say ya ye ntesu bio
yes all the court so wan nyere hwe
na sika no so akokam up to now they have not been paid. They be unya consider issues in ba. Now and the aba say you release $2 million e di amount na so enko.
Me se me kan wa fidie so da bia me hu obi a wa be home. Omo pa besia koye omo papa yi. Papa ni yekuani, omo so maton kuku yi ntu aka. Na omo person omo di kuku ni si awa obi aso onye.
Yes,
because enye attractive kwa say obedi kuku awa.
Because oje na awa na kuku no esi ho a na esuti you get it say ebia waji 5 bucks or expect say obeba the 5 bucks by the time ebia isikani beba no na do be 4.5 bucks
and so the consequence into aka
exactly so eno no obi ni wa obeji koko asi wo everything na ma koko farmers no kra ne kase wo da man fon koma kra chero so when pia me kakra no ma me fon koma because e wo hona un say na esuti exactly so anything na ma ye to ya na ya shipoko ene koko no wo ho to the extent that say ni omunya bottle craft fangum because and saying picture be buy from Amona Praso area ho
yeah
omudi go fertilizer bottle
and so fan for cocoa
because they say so at the end there misremo ochina nyame adomu a sa demonstration ni there e was say obi bia
wo ye nurse ni alawana ya jinsu yento alawana ya jinsu yento
yes
ene amanfo bayi alawayi ma waduane yesi enyina no krobofo hokan ya yesi ti police fu guomo so ne bro e bro
yes
enti all sectors ye kanipa no atum na no betiti afo ne yeso bekwa koye demonstration bekwa koye picket o ministry yesi catch them say they can't come there during working hours.
Yes.
Now I'm saying minister no be ba someone na dwena wa be demonstration na. Enti sector bi asia obi antimi nkasa.
Yes.
Enu nti na ye Ghana ni a enye say NPP for na nye o masemu.
Yeah.
And so bia me etene.
Because ubadru ho a say ye save a democracy. Enti bibia wo a wo pese wo kana na eye haw no na waka say na be ya at least aban ni be hu say ye ni abre. Hwenesis batches na since aban bae in the last 1 year 6 months. Nurses afei na omo advertise say omo fa nurses. And again the esikra no aditwam because the enim ni say ye fa omo in batches. Say ya to agum into omo fa 10 for because eno no obi atimi apply bi. Teacher for ye bae no backlog en shada ni ho because ye bae na backlog ho ye bae na post to omo nyina. Inti omo wie national service anka wo say ye post to omo 2025 no ya post to omo. Afe na minister to in 2026 minister krase we hinya 50,000 teachers. And so many clearance to recruit 7,000. 50,000 and then pre saying ya 50,000 teachers are omu nyina benya be at natural de. And so abane say obetimi aye 7,000. Nurses batches be makuma kunsia and gufie say ya omu enkoye. And again you see I was say your man crofoti as say sa backlog na on beto ye no. Eye mahama ban and created that backlog. Since Kwame Nkrumah say we nursing training college we ya na ya posto because within the nursing no ya na we rotation dada yama yama holidays no akọ hospital na we attachment kakran we ya na ya posto into automatic posting no. In 2014 and President Mahama and 13 and President Mahama started national service. Mr. First no munya national service omwe ya na ya posto omo
na unim ya national service oba ya obetwa allowance ni mu no and omo fa nurse fo no dudu.
Yes.
And obeka say o mahu si etwa allowance ni mu no kra yitimi e fa dodo ko school.
Yes.
Meanwhile abai nim say every year be betimi afi bia nurse for 5,000.
Yes.
And the 5,000 of form ko school omo wia na
absorb mo sa na ye no.
And the afi backlog ni sha say eba no na so the national service ni be so na ye stop guard. So be we are na so
and na fi afeba
ko and afi de eba sa
and IMF I can say menye recruitment in the public service. It is 3 batches 14, 15, 16 omo nyina ebetena afi ntia Akufo-Addo bae no and o clear ni nyina in 2017 2018 it is 16 for beba o ombe national service asaba enu na ma ema sa backlog no eba nyesa anka national service na ambe bomu a anka backlog bie ni ho because nipa ni wie ya na okọ sa pepepe na sa teacher training so etie na national service ni ho NDC for the national service
na no nurse for ye form yi omo wie school omo ye 16,000.
Yes.
And aba fa mu 7,000 8,000.
Yes.
Nti omo maka no omo tifie
omo so 2021 batch o omo da so etifia yemfa omo so ekwan be na obetimi afa so afa omo na no me kote ya si ya ma clearance for 17,000 health workers ohwe budget na enye no kore it is not in the budget so how do you do that because eneno untimi enye recruitment without financial clearance no so must be in tandem with the program awire for the year. It definitely untimi nye so nurses teacher for na keka ho ana motifie o can say nurses kufo time o can say ye de bibi ba ya na we nurse and also we health worker utimi nya car.
Yes.
Utimi nya car we health worker we nurse utimi kraka.
Yes.
Untua duty ni na keka ho eka NDC manifesto mu.
Yes.
Sadia no nurses a omotoma no any teachers a omotoma omo na omo expect sa no sadia no so mai.
Let me who so be share letter be. Say almost say you say wo je o ketua yes 5,000 and above was sense.
Ansa na what me
me who so be share letter be. So me who be sir.
But odi share o manifest.
But the question is the padro sign na NS for omo duru 5,000 over.
People saying oh so but odi share o manifesto say oba
Osaka should be provided housing units. E dey teacher for.
Basic is dying ama teacher for nyina. E na obi a obekọ ekurasi akochira de bia no na katua no say 1,000 cedis I remember 40% account sa de no nyina mai so say na wo kan no yes eyade a enye NDC asem enye NPP asem yen kan hu say aban de wo major in economic fundamentals I wo on paper dube hu a yes inflation at 5.3 nanso ukọ eye time na yen ye wo eye aban mu a ukọ Kumasi from
ezu yeba omo chi omo galamse no omo atu omumu yeba ma omo amnesty no omo asaba ezu Mojidi se emrebia omo fomie omo enu omo ho enti yebe yi omo na yama omo another chance.
I can confirm to you that you are going to see a fight that has never been witnessed in this country. President Mahama is going to lead a very ruthless and relentless campaign against Galamsey. He has not minced words at all. We had a brief cabinet meeting earlier today, and the president was very clear. There was no ambiguity that he will be leading a war that we have never seen to deal with this canker, this existential threat, once and for all.
Mibusa abai mibusa President John Mahama enti nanu a wote se wa won krofo ni bi tu Galamsey no why you moden President John Mahama mibusa se nanu a wo se wa won krofo ni bi wonnim so mu tu Galamsey no why you moden because enema hu se mo bubo na Akufo-Addo die se na Akufo-Addo esan wuntumi ti enti mo bubo na wa won krofo na wo ya aware wate national security akatel say omu ye Galamsey no President John Dramani Mahama papa respectfully why ye omu den time ye di wuntumi ye season nyoma no na onko sa forest ni mu ba Galamsey da so koso nti e tell say enye wuntumi se mususu se oye Galamsey a anaso ode na ade ama obi amane ye Galamsey ni da so koso dika Galamsey ni koso under your watch tina nano me catch you say national security our cameras a be bia wo Ghana ha bia no omunim krofo mu ye Galamsey they know untimi nkanchem say president aye mau briefing no unim wo NDC fo mu ye Galamsey yankopon kwa na enokafo ebedru baabi me se ebesesa na esesa nso a te se de ka no na ano no ebeka ne pepepe ebema nkofo atiase ebema nkofo ahu se untimi mfa nipa a life eni agro things will change ato forcing okoka expressway wantimi ankoka bypass eno ametie me makoma ye me hwem se na de akra sembe ni yewra ato forcing expressway no wose wetwa sika to special fund accounts bi wo Bank of Ghana sa sika no $300 million anka wi ya wo de bewie bypass no mpacho tie o na no ne etia ne aka to se aban expressway ni ye na emum na Akufo-Addo aye bypass wie NDC abaya amfi ye enra yewra to force na nka bibia head of research so can bibia ka kire me or can bibi for expressway no not the focus here on big push projects no me na Kumasi expressway no na wo ba be ready budget na two parties say won twa sika bia mba me expressway no e can say bypasses no which is key me amusi mi ato forcing enti se de e kan wan ye wa adwen se expressway no so no kure wom ne se ye di kan ka cho se expressway no President John Mahama ontimi wie ansa no afiri so na ne amanyofo ye ka maso odin sa.
This is the 24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. 1, 3, 3. 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe Didi, Ezu, Eli, and now we are next, and now we are Juma, Nipa, we are Juma. Ye beti me abwa onwe sidan. Na debia bosumbia yetua oka, ne ate okakra, Ye benya companies bi. Na omone banks na yejuma. Enti se onim se wonyoma e ba, ubekwa akohu omo. No ma bo obosia. Sa abosia no di bechia aban to ni gapo ha ne eto bi e wo ho. Na ye we container si ya no mo yi e de akoto terminal. One aban ni asembia. We shall reintroduce automatic posting of teachers. And we shall scrap the teacher licensure exams.
Afe so ya green say koko na debia ya de kwa manone na yakoye nwedwuma ho ne ya chocolate ne de abre no yes ya bre ya pese factory na ya de ya koko no ya de ba bibia yidua koko no we for no fifi ya beba be two borehole wo ho near the polytank esi ho.
And I can assure you the price is going to be a very, very, very good price. So those of you who don't have cocoa farms, go and start looking for land.
Is that in the first 120 days, we'll provide the seed money upfront for the Women's Development Bank.
24-hour economic clock. 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe Didi.
And one of the things we'll do when we come back into office is to complete the 200 community day schools that we began. The Agenda 111 hospitals they are building, I'll continue and finish them.
Our president is an over-pumped sports kid. What did you say? Our president, Nando Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is an over-pumped sports kid. You're calling, wait. You're calling our president a kid? Oh, he's behaving like one. He's throwing tantrums. Isn't that a bit of a low blow? If the president, a man of almost 80 years, you're calling him, so then he should stop behaving like a sports kid. Our president is throwing tantrums on the international scale and embarrassing us. It's like you going to a church service with your child and your child is rolling on the floor and screaming because they didn't allow him dip his hand in the offering bowl. That's what our president is doing. This is the same man who ran around with these rating agencies and their ratings when he was candidate and used it to poo-poo the Mahama administration. He has overseen the worst economy in our country, reduced our country's economy to junk status, toilet paper status. And when they are telling him, he says that why should they tell him the truth? Our president hates to be told the truth. Now the ratings are getting better. The ratings are getting better. Because you are not paying your debts. Incompetent and useless the president is. You can't say it any way nicer. And this one, when I say he's a useless president, I'm being very charitable and nice and kind to him. Because the president sits on his ears, so he doesn't hear when we talk.
All the difficulties, negativities, they did do attempts all day, all night. I was also maybe because we could say, hey, and I won't for once a man. I mean, all of these things, but they don't disturb me and they don't derail me. They don't divert me from the project ahead of.
When for no 50, you better have a 2 borehole near the polytank is here.
Who's a galamsey? What do galamsey, dear? Baby, I can't on. And this is for your person to us who are Bamwa. Because December, last year December, me fa pana utimifa a barakasa kwan kupi fufu ebesi edujamano. Na galamsey ni left and right. Na bibi enwe ekele galamsey. 3 months ago me fa okodo bonkum ni fa. Ehemfa. Fufu kwan na kupi edujamano. Oma tiesim. Ya tiesim atese galamsey no mfidi suo enyasem kuma. Ele ne chenchen yanka me in particular. De ne yanka fa galamsey. NDC. De be ne yehu se galamsey eyeti a NPP for. De be ne yehu. Ene ma 2 NPP for nyina bu se NDC for ya face yehu with respect to galamsey. Debi. Bo so ntwe ye ma ne he galamsey ho. Ba bi no me galamsey. Adansa so kwa ne bi ho. Debi. Fampo e friends. se ko no kwa na ewo ho baya new areas bi akwadwo ne bi ni ho
forest bi a na yi kanokra wa hi de na nze na tupak kan wa sem amaru shako kawen
omo si abeswa forest abeswa eno kwa dancer squad ye tu ade no a adu police station chi eno ask the police penyo to no what wa yede yesi adana wa ko ye ko tu asetukuru
ye tu edi
ani patwa ye ni pampone sem dia sem yan kantia NPP for say wo mo ye galamse o man wo mo se no ene ye hu se galamse no ense o mani bio ene ndi jifo bia tiagu mo man panyin ko akate se ye nkofo ni bi ye bi na asem den se o man panyin mesre wa san nkofo ye nyi wo mo man because wo mo ntimi fo mo saadu su man bone no e ma mefra yo me di nteme me obi hwe me ho to ba ma NDC
because me kai se obo hu die nyina.
Selective justice is what we are seeing in this country, whereby members of the New Patriotic Party are being arrested, detained, and arraigned capriciously before the courts. To the extent that when members of our party are arrested, detained, atrocious bail conditions are set forth for them. We believe that democracy is supposed to ensure fairness. We believe that democracy is to ensure that when someone finds himself at the wrong side of the law, there should be fairness, irrespective of the political party a person belongs to. Members of the New Patriotic Party are being persecuted, where people within the NDC who have committed crime and the court has found them guilty are being set free. This is not the kind of Ghana we all want to see. This is not the kind of Ghana we all wish for. So today we are here to let the whole world know that the Ghana that Jerry Rawlings left, the Ghana that John Ajekun Kufuor left, the Ghana that John Atamios left, the Ghana that Akufo-Addo left is not what we are witnessing today. In fact, we are going through difficult moment as a country. And we want you to know that it bestows on all of us to protect our democracy that we have all suffered to bring to this country. So this morning, this is the petition on behalf of the New Patriotic Party to His Lordship. We believe that this document will not be thrown away, but rather His Lordship and the Judicial Council will take their time, go through the issues that we have raised, and for the sake of our country, for the sake of our democracy, they will advise the government. As an arm of government, it is the duty of the judiciary to make sure that they protect our fundamental human rights as citizens of this country. Thank you very much.
What do you make of the numbers today?
Very massive, very massive. This shows that NPP is alive. We are ready for 2020 elections because the hardship is too much. We all can see what is going on in this country. You cannot even speak your mind. Yoko will come for you. National security will come for you. BNI will come for you. Just because you speak your mind as a Ghanaian. That is why we are doing this.
There are those who are saying that these people are essentially flouting the rules, committing offenses, saying things that amount to threats.
President Mahama benefits from these things. Have you forgotten that they even accused the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, killing his wife before he became a president of Ghana? This country belongs to all of us, and no bagawaya. This is our country. We are Ghanaians, and nobody can bully us. When it comes to this country, NPP is number one, and we believe in democracy. That is why we are having a peaceful democracy. And inshallah, I thank all the NPP for massive turnout of this demonstration. And inshallah, 2028, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be president of Ghana.
Thank you very much. That is the National Nasara officer of the New Patriotic Party. When your party says democracy is under attack, what is your understanding of that?
It's very clear. I don't need to define that under attack.
We know in this country we have freedom of speech. And if you have freedom of speech and people want to speak their mind and they will be arrested and prosecuted, then democracy is under attack. And that is it. When you don't have your freedom to do something in a nation, we must have our freedom, and the constitution allows it. So I don't understand why people should be arrested when they speak their mind.
Even if when they say things that amounts to threat.
But don't you know things were said, more things were said before? Worse things were said before. It's not the first time in this country.
Yes, I know you've been mobilizing. The protest has not started yet, but looks like the number keeps growing as time comes on. What are the expectations for today?
As we already, put out, we are going to have demonstration today. And the way we do it, we have been covering a lot of our activities. And as you reported, the numbers keep coming in. And I am sure by the time the full complement of leadership would get here, you yourself, you will see that indeed we are prepared for this. But the story is not just about us, the NPP. It's about the Ghanaian people. The democracy that we have, we all know. I'm sure deep within you, you know that something is wrong, and you can feel it in your bones. That is why we cannot sit and do nothing about. Look, we're on legal vacation. The Chief Justice singles out one case and says that as for this particular case, let it run. The Kwabena Dubois case. There are so many cases running. Why single out one? It shows you that you have some particular interest in the case. Just watch how every NDC person is treated in this country. Like you are a special class citizen. It's like we are having a caste system in Ghana, where if you're NDC, you are special. I'm sure you understand the caste system as it pertains in India. It looks like we are beginning to develop a caste system in Ghana, that NDC people are more superior than NPP people. So by the color of your political, persuasion, you are put, on a different part of Ghana. But that cannot be. In a thriving democracy, we are equal before the law. You understand? The NDC people pay the same tax that you pay, so you cannot treat them separately than you are treating us. The first thing this AG did, this Attorney General did, was to enter nolle prosequi for all NDC members' cases. Oh, I'm lying. It's true. If I'm lying, tell me that I'm lying. Nolle prosequi. Everybody has received a nolle prosequi, including the terrible case of Collins Dauda. The Saglemi, $200 million Saglemi housing project.
He didn't believe that the state had enough evidence, or he didn't believe in the case of the state.
Forget the stories they tell you. The case was active and ongoing. You understand? But they believe that the same court of law heard in the trial of Sedina Tamakulu, and the appeals court overturned same. This is a woman who was standing trial and sought permission of the court to travel for medical review. She goes and she doesn't return. Ab initio, that's admission of guilt. If you have done nothing wrong, why are you running away?
That is enough. No, that is not enough admission of guilt. That is not enough. Because even if she was present, she could have decided not to even utter a word.
Then she should have been present for her to see that.
The Court of Appeal says that your evidence and you didn't meet the evidentiary.
It is part of the choreography. It is part of the choreography. Let me tell you, word on the street had it that once she has arrived here, she'll be set free. When she got into this country for 2 weeks, this government refused to announce her presence for 2 weeks. It took the American embassy to announce to us that they have extradited her and that she was here. She was not in custody. But Hansen, tell me, is that a normal process? Is that how things are done? Is that how a proper functioning democracy works? It tells you there's something wrong. And even by the time they took her to Insawam, they had already secured a date for the appeal on the 30th.
The appeal had begun before she even arrived in Ghana.
You see, you look, these NDC people, if you speak in any way that favors them, when they finish dealing with us, the way they are misbehaving towards us, they'll bring it to you, the media. If all the tenets of democratic pillars fail, the media is one of them. That's why this fight is not about MPP. It's the collective interest of the people, right? So that you, the media, your space is guaranteed, right? So for all that is happening in this country, we are telling the Ghanaian people, our democracy is failing. Our democracy is under attack. The NDC is behaving as though we have sold Ghana to them. They are behaving as though Ghana has been willed to them. But nobody has sold Ghana to President John Dramani Mahama and NDC. It's an election they won based on the promise of a reset that they were coming to govern better than the NPP was doing. So Hansen, we were expecting that by now, fuel prices will keep dropping. By now, we're expecting that the cost of living would go down. But is that what we're experiencing in this country?
We'll come back to you, Salam Mustafa, for more on this. The minority leader, Alexander Alpanyo Markin, he's made his way here to the protest grounds. He's having interaction with some members of parliament. We'll try and have a conversation with him. We'll try and have a conversation with him on what the essence of this particular protest is, and if really protesting is the way to go. Currently, he's speaking with some members of parliament. That is the member of parliament for in your shorts, and the member of parliament for Trobu as well. We'll quickly try to see if we can speak with him on the essence and what this protest is about, and what the minority in parliament has to say about these things. Let's see if we can get some views. It's a bit difficult getting to the minority leader. Leader.
Wait, just wait on top.
Leader, you are in democracy under attack. Cap. Is democracy really under attack?
Well, where there is selective justice, rot in government is not receiving attention from state security, anti-corruption officials are not looking into allegations of corruption in government, yet political opponents are being harassed. Definitely there is selective justice. When the Chief Justice of the Republic is fired without cause, where a committee established by law to look into her case, even before completion of work, a report is written, and that report becomes the basis of her sacking. Democracy comes under attack, where ordinary Ghanaians who are expressing their views on governance issues are arrested and jailed. Democracy is considered to be under attack. We are not saying that we endorse excesses in such actions, no, but we're saying that where anybody is affected, the person can go to court, not to spend time in prison. We are not against accountability, but we are against selective justice. And the MP makes a contribution on the floor, and the next moment is invited by Yoko. Look at the onerous bail conditions. Even their own leaders are complaining. Honorable Harun Idrisu has complained about the onerous bail conditions. Honorable Muntaka, the Interior Minister, has also complained on the House floor. So we are expressing our views on how the government is being run. You see, as a country, we must end this vicious cycle of you do me, I do you. I've been talking about this for quite some time now. I don't say this because it is my people who are going through this situation. I say this because all my life I've believed that we can do politics in a very decent way. I believe in that decent approach in politics. Pay attention to the core issues. If you leave Accra and going deep into the hinterlands, you see the serious underdevelopment in our country. That should be what should occupy our minds as political leaders. All right? For me, if they don't stop, it will be difficult for the moderates in NPP to also calm the nerves of the extremists when NPP comes to office tomorrow. But is that what we want as a country? No. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. So, it's a peaceful demonstration. We don't intend to be lawless. The leadership is in full control, and trust me, we're going to have a peaceful demonstration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is Alexander Penyo Markin. He is minority leader. There are still some more persons within the NPP who are of importance at this particular protest, and we'll take a trip around and try and speak to some of these persons to get their views on this protest. Let's speak to some of the protesters who are here. When you say democracy under attack, what exactly do you mean?
Oh, really? When you say democracy under attack, it means the freedom that we think it was in a democracy is no more. Now,
we have to come here to protest.
Yeah, we are doing the protest because we think the democracy that we know in Ghana is memo. That's how we normally call it. Memo, meaning you're going to speak your mind, you're going to speak what you think is ill or is not good. But now, this time we've seen that when you talk, the more you talk, the more you've been arrested. And the most craziest aspect of it is the bail condition after that they will put on you. It's also telling us that, meaning they don't want to free you, they don't want you to be freed, they want to suppress us. So that is why we think that democracy is so much on an attack.
Thank you very much, madam. Let's speak to Dr. Bernard Okoboy, who is contesting for the Greater Accra Regional Chairman. Even before we get to the protest, how is campaign going for you?
Well, the delegates are here. So far, so good. I mean, we are sending a message of restoring hope, restoring seats, restoring power, and it's going well.
You're going against a former chairman of your constituency. What does it make for the dynamic?
Well, I respect what he brings on board, but we need energy. I think my message is very simple. Those who have been around for long would give us counsel, but on the ground we need energy. And the only thing you can have more than a government is power is energy, because they have resources and they have all the agencies of the state. So I think that's the message. And honestly, if you drill down to what this government promised, you can see that they promised cheaper fuel, but fuel is gone up. They promised more jobs, but they've dismissed more youth. So if we keep the focus on the messaging, I think that the people of this country will bring us back to power.
Let's talk about democracy and attack. You always are on TV, on radio, speaking. There's freedom of speech, you would agree. The courts are working. What exactly is under attack?
The most valuable treasure, the most important thing in a democracy is not the work you do, the food you eat, or the drinks you have. It is the freedom you enjoy. My brother, immediately you are in a country where what you say, no matter how reckless, you know, people say people should talk well. We are all not the same. Forgive me, not everybody is intelligent. So people are dumb, but it doesn't mean they should not live with us. Some are reckless. It doesn't mean they should be jailed. So what we are saying is that immediately you start putting people in prison for what they've said, you are now taking away the gift of democracy. And with all due respect, the NDC government was in opposition, their party. What did they say? The Akufo-Addo that was bastardized as a dictator and a despot. Did he arrest people for what they said? No. So all we are saying is that it is not right to continue on this trend. When you continue on this trend, suppress freedom of expression. When you suppress expression, you kill innovation. I said it on TV the last time. There is no country in the world that has developed that arrests its citizens for what they say. Now, let me also add, nobody is saying that when someone threatens the president or something, don't touch them. What we are saying is that take them to a civil court.
No, but threat is a criminal offense.
Listen.
Threat of harm is a criminal offense.
Now, I'm not a lawyer, but what the lawyers tell me is that when somebody issues a threat, for example, if you say that this morning, President Mama, I will overthrow you, you are not good. They have to check whether you have the capacity to overthrow Mahama. Do you think it's enough to put you in Sawan because he said I will overthrow Mahama? It's not like that. So the point I'm making is that if speech is unhealthy, take it to the courts. Let a judge go like, what did you say? And if the fellow deserves punishment or whatever, in fact, even an insult to any appointee should not land you in jail. You can be fined in the courts by a judge. But what is happening today is that somebody makes a case or a statement in Sunyani. Listen, they arrest you in Sunyani, they put you in handcuffs, put you in a van, drive you from Kumasi to Accra. Are we in the jungle? This is not it. And let me tell you, if the media, if we don't speak, tomorrow, if they come for you, there will be nobody to speak for you. So please, this is not politics. What we are saying is that people should engage in responsible speech. If it is irresponsible, take them to the court. Don't put handcuffs on. As we speak, a lady with 3 children, a young lady, has been put in Sawam for 1 year. Can you imagine? He wakes up in a jail. Why? Because he put up TikTok. If John Mahama and the NDC had told Ghanaians that when we come, there will be discipline, nobody should post anything on TikTok, who arrest you, do you think you would have come to power? This is not what he promised the people of Ghana. And you know what? I nearly said I'm happy. When you take people through fire, their only chance is in 2028. There are many youth who are listening to me today. The impression they have of this government has changed. And any government that continues to arrest its people would also be arrested at the time we go to the polls. And so for me, all I will say is to encourage the youth, don't lose hope. We have a candidate in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who is going to come and work to create opportunities. The single most important thing today in this country is creation of opportunities and jobs. How many jobs has this government created? In fact, this government is about to set a record. It's possible by the end of this year, they would have arrested more youth than they have created jobs for the youth. This is not what we wanted. The single most important thing is to create jobs. That's why the youth are in this country. And it is not enough for us to have a president who will be arresting you for TikTok. And you know what is annoying? Those who belong to their party, who are insulting, posting videos, mocking others, nobody has touched them. What kind of selective justice is this?
He arrested someone for insulting Dr. Bawumia, and he says he doesn't want the person to be.
Because that's not democracy, my brother. Look, if you're a boxer and you fear punches, you don't have to go into boxing. Me, Okoboy, if 1,000 people insult me and it's not even true, I'll still walk and go my somewhere. If you're a politician, insult is like water being thrown out. It's nothing. I wouldn't insult, But when somebody insults me, I go like, how are you doing? It is the feature or the characteristics of a mature politician. Well, but Akufo-Addo was insulted by everybody. Look, this president referred to Akufo-Addo as Achim Sakawa Mafia. Didn't you hear that expression? A sitting president was referred to as Sakawa Mafia. Did Akufo-Addo arrest anybody? So please, I'm so shocked because I know His Excellency John Mahama to be a fine gentleman. So I don't know whether it's those around him who are undertaking this act. I would like to plead. This is a message to John Mahama. Ghanaians know you to be a very fine gentleman. Please make sure that also transforms to your people around you. I can foresay penny a hotine fie my everyday nankano ye kai omo nanka ye account. So if you keep quiet and your people are going around arresting people for what they've said, we then will have no option than to see you as someone who is intolerant and how do you call it, a despot. And I don't think that's what we want to put on record for President John Dramani Mahama. Ghanaians want jobs. They want cheaper electricity so that they can create more jobs. That is what this government must focus on and not to be arresting the youth.
Thank you very much. That is Dr. Bernard Okoboy. He is former member of parliament for Lejo Kuku. He has been explaining in his own way what he believes the issue of the issue about democracy being under attack is all about. For him, it deals with issues of not being able to express yourself freely. He says that the arrest of people for speech is one that must be condemned. The General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong, he has made his way to the protest grounds. This is where the protesters are gathering. You can also see in your shot Osei Mensah Bonsu, as well as Frank Davis, the NPP's national youth organizer, Salam Mustafa, the former NHIA boss, member of parliament for Trobo as well as here. The minority leader is also here. So it looks like the party is about to address protesters before the protest will begin. Justin Frimpong Kudia, he has made his way to the protest ground. We'll try and see if we can get some sound from the podium where the dignitaries or the executives of the NPP are seeking to address the party. You're still watching Channel 1 TV and listening to City FM. This is a live coverage of the protest by the New Patriotic Party. The New Patriotic Party is set to
MP for the people of Galaga is in the house. I can also see former MP for Awutu Sanya East, Honorable Baby Sawa Kumsi in the house. Yes, I can see the chairman of the NPP Legal Committee of the National Council, Lawyer Frank Davis in the house. Let's make some noise. Let's share them up. Fabio, we need a placards. DJ, Mami NPP, you know. Honorable Nuruddin is in the house. At the appropriate time, we introduce all of them proper. DJ. I can also see the only female MP in Greater Accra. I can also see the only female MP in Greater Accra.
So that is a song for the New Patriotic Party, trying to energize the protesters who are here to understand from to get them to protest against what they describe as attack on democracy. In short, our placards that the various persons who have mounted a podium that has been created as actually are holding placards with varying encryptions, including stop criminalizing speech and Ghanaian demand justice, not political persecution. So those are the scenes here at the protest gathering of the Patriotic Party, where the NPP is seeking to protest against the actions which they say is putting democracy under attack. Very soon we will speak to Frederick Opari Ansa, a former member of parliament and one of the key persons to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You work directly with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. When the NPP as a party is saying democracy under attack, please share with us what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia feels about the current democracy and what his thoughts are on this protest.
Thank you very much. I don't think Dr. Bawumia feels any differently from how the MP and the people of Ghana generally feel. I am sure if he felt differently, he would probably not endorse us coming on this demonstration. He himself has had occasion to comment on the way some of these things are happening. I remember when the tribunals matter came up, he had occasion to even speak out to His Excellency the President to be careful in terms of what he uses his pen for. Instead of using it to sign the document, he urged him to use it to invite other stakeholders to come to the table and deliberate on the matter. But the fact of the matter really is the fact that today free speech is seriously under attack. Even this interview we are doing, I don't know whether by the time I get home, they will not be arresting me for speaking to City TV. But that is really where we are today. And then the application of the law. Different categories of persons are being treated differently. And it's a real danger to our democracy. If the penalty for free speech or for speaking up against government or for saying things in a way that government feels that it has to impeach you or arrest you is A, then it must apply to me and apply to other members of society as well. Why are you arresting TikTokers and Kevin Taylor and others are being given state protection? Why is that?
They are also saying that the NPP seems to be looking for reasons to protest and not necessarily democracy being under attack.
Democracy is brutally under attack.
But you're saying that
Look at the president himself acknowledging that there are members of his party who are involved in Galamsey. He knows them. Why haven't they prosecuted them? Why is Jamawontumi in jail for not doing Galamsey? Jamawontumi is in jail for 20 years, but he hasn't done Galamsey.
He allowed someone to mine illegally.
It is his word against the person's word. The person who has been told that if you don't testify against Wontumi, we will jail you. What would you do? The president, the state arrested you and told you that this interview you are having with Oparenza, if you don't say that it was at his request, we will jail you. What would you do? You would testify that this interview was at my request. And I would say, no, I was standing when you approached me. Then the judge will say that we believe the journalist, and then they will jail me. This is precisely where we are today. So clearly, the rule of law as we know it is being twisted. It's being twisted. Every NDC person who was before the law, when they came to power, the state filed nolli prosequi and freed them. Those who have been jailed today through some appeal process that we don't even understand, they've been freed. And yet TikTokers who are just exercising their right to free speech are being arrested and detained. If democracy is not under attack, then I don't know what else is under attack here.
What do you seek to gain today with this protest?
We seek to bring these things to the attention of the president, to the head of the judiciary, to the head of parliament, to SRAJ, to a number of organizations that is concerned, to the diplomatic corps, to know that our country Ghana, that they all know, if they haven't averted their minds to it, this is where we are today. And it is very dangerous precedent being set today. However long it takes, the NPP will come to power. So today, you arrest someone, and because the NPP, you set bail conditions which are so outrageous, simply to continue the incarceration, because it will take time to put those bail bonds together. When NPP comes to power,
are you going to do same?
It's not me. I'm an individual. But I'm saying that the precedent you are setting today, when the NPP comes to power, you would have given people reason and the opportunity to be able to do same or even worse. Because today you arrest people and obviously you are now fishing for charges to level against them. So when NPP comes to power, people say, this one he was serving as a minister, arrest him. Now let's look for, meanwhile give him 1 billion bail. And then let's look for a charge to put on him. It is unfair, it's most unfair. It is sad where MPP and the NDC, in terms of engagement in this political discourse, has brought Ghana to today. Okay, I would say we did our best in government, but unfortunately our brothers in the NDC, as they have come, the way they are handling people of this on this side, it is not good. It's not auguring well for the country. And we are urging the president, now aware, to avert his mind to these happenings.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that is Frederick Opari Ansa, a former member of parliament, who again is one of the key persons within close quarters of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, currently charged with the responsibility of coordinating the various focus groups, I mean special groups, including workers, including professionals, bankers, teachers, etc. And he was sharing with us on close view what the NPP's flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, thinks about these issues. Let's speak to Alfred Thompson, who is seeking to become the national treasurer of the new patriotic party. When the party says democracy is under attack, from your perspective, what does it really mean?
It means a lot. It means that Ghanaians are being taken for granted. Ghanaians are being overlooked.
the NDC feel that they are the only Ghanaians in town and they don't respect any other person apart from themselves. When you look at the number of cases, over 9 cases or so that have been dropped, that a nollie prosecution has been filed, and you look at what is going on now, where even when you say that you don't like the president because he hasn't honored the 133, because he hasn't honored his 24-hour economy, then you are arrested. And the bail condition, which could be given to a cocoa seller, is about over 100,000 Ghana cedis. Where is the person going to get it from? We sit in a country where 1 year down the line, a minister of defense is dead, and we don't have a minister of defense. The minister of finance is in charge of defense, where he approves that 2 helicopters should be bought, a presidential jet should be bought. He goes to defense and approves it, brings it to the presidency to approve it, and he goes out and pays for it. Is that democracy? Are we being democratic? Are we being truthful to Ghanaians? So these are the real issues on ground that we are stating. And I believe that we need to rise up. Everybody needs to be bold. Let us arrest everybody. Let them arrest every Ghanaian. We need to tell them that enough is enough. Ghana does not belong to NDC. Ghana belongs to all of us. Our forefathers fought for us. We are going to continue fighting. We are going to continue doing the right thing. And we need to bring Ghana to a place where everybody can get something to eat, can wake up in the morning and feel happy that they can buy bread and cocoa to drink. And they'll feel happy that they can go to a job and not go and do galamsey, where the chairman, vice chairman of the NDC and the organizer of the NDC has been named by no mean a person that the president to be investigated. Over 1 year down the line, there is no document to show that the investigations have been concluded.
The investigations take time.
It takes 1 year to investigate your chairman and your organizer. 1 year. And you tell us that you can fight galamsey in 4 months. In 4 months, that's what Sam John told us. So if it's going to take you 1 year to investigate your own people doing galamsey, then I'm sorry. Ghana is in a serious trouble. Ghana is under serious attack. They should enjoy and squander everything with our own taxpayers' money we are paying them. And the president should be traveling as he's usually doing, enjoy life as he's doing, and then Ghanaians will suffer and will wait for the right time and vote them out. But we will not wait and tell them that they are doing the wrong thing. We will tell them now. This is the time we have to be bold and tell the president and his team that you have failed Ghanaians again. Once again, Ghanaians have given you a mandate and you have failed them. And we are not going to sit down and wait for him.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is Alfred Thompson. He is contesting for the National Treasurer position of the New Patriotic Party. The party is still mobilized.
Abusia adeɛ no asagoro enne wohwe nipa mpempema nkoma a agi twi ekopie mu ewo enkran abontene so a me se wo hokora bedwuru na wohwe sɛ de nipa no na wonom esi edoso fanti no ma bambom nso so yere papa aprosifo nyame enhyira IGP tete yohonu wono nso so ete aprosifo nyekuma akora ma wonom hyehye wonom ho yie se wonom nko efrise bia se de nipa ne si doso na ebu ba no de ebia na basabasa ye bi akọ ba nanso so ebesi sabre ya me no wo ekasa yi de enipa no empempem omogi twi eba montene so de nanso so polisi ni bia ne hono ameka se wonya adwuma eyeye na mekanisia na mekire se basabasa ye bia amma frise wo hwe empanimfo ahodo mu NPP amonyokuo mu kwan ahodo mu fa so a wonom ni enipa no ekasa ya wonom ka kire omu se ya dwebre ho wonom amma sebi omo no obi ba be pre bibi kabi ma min kabi amamuyo ena yede ebu oman no ntine se wonom bre wo ho ase na wonom de omo nsem ahodo a ha wo mo se Ghana fo no wonom timi kɔ no omo de kɔto oman pani anim na emom omo amma se omo be se agapade wonom amma se omo ba be ko womo amma sebi omo ba be gidigidi bia eno nti ma obia nkonko ye bibia be wi akire no na afei nso so aba ensem foforo bia ba benya headlines wa abra wo nsem titru nti omde ba ye na nkasa no na ye ya bo atu aguo nti wo mpese bibia be sesa adwempo a eta akire nti a wo mode kɔ eni nti wo ma bibia a ma mesanka wo no dwumadie ampa wo no ye ya ekokopie mu wo Jubilee House na omukɔ Jubilee House no wo no de wo ma no di sem ekokoto penifo ya ye wo mo se wo mo mra mehia wo mo na wo megye wo ma no disem enti JFK me kire Justin Frimpong kodua wono ne di anim wo kasaye e de e kire mpanifo ahodo a wo mo ne besi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nan na wonom eba betie wo mo nsem a wo mo e de bae na Justin Frimpong kodua ensem bebre no a e na wo de tudwa e fa ne titiru sese kabima menka bi a ya bo atu aguo ya wo man no yemfa mamra constitution e na ebu wo man ne mom yen kasa eniyama hodo a yepe amanyosem ene ye ntenchia ene ye di bu wo man no a enhye da entwa yie no ena waka kire wo mu se ena wo makunkyire diegu nkrata so ne nsem bebre ya wo kyese wo de ba Jubilee House yenko na yenko tie JFK Frimpong kodua ne nsem a wo de tudwa kakra ne yewi a di honom no twen ne tie.
Selective justice is what we are seeing in this country, whereby members of the New Patriotic Party are being arrested, detained, and arraigned capriciously before the courts. To the extent that when members of our party are arrested, detained, atrocious bail conditions are set forth for them. We believe that democracy is supposed to ensure fairness. We believe that democracy is to ensure that when someone finds himself at the wrong side of the law, there should be fairness, irrespective of the political party a person belongs to. Members of the New Patriotic Party are being persecuted, where people within the NDC who have committed crime and the court has found them guilty are being set free. This is not the kind of Ghana we all want to see. This is not the kind of Ghana we all wish for. So today we are here to let the whole world know that the Ghana that Jerry Rawlings left, the Ghana that John Ajekunkufo left, the Ghana that John Atamios left, the Ghana that Akufo-Addo left, is not what we are witnessing today. In fact, we are going through difficult moment as a country, and we want you to know that it bestows on all of us to protect our democracy that we have all suffered to bring to this country. So this morning, this is the petition on behalf of the New Patriotic Party to His Lordship. We believe that this document will not be thrown away, but rather His Lordship and the Judicial Council will take their time, go through the issues that we have raised, and for the sake of our country, for the sake of our democracy, they will advise the government. As an arm of government, it is the duty of the judiciary to make sure that they protect our fundamental human rights as citizens of this country. Thank you very much.
Any better demonstration we yet say you person aya asumdue NDC aban almost say 1 shift, almost 24-hour economy, almost improve to Ghana 1 year 6 months. I want to be about help people slow and our person I want to be 30 years. The justice system no higher selective, and we are NDC media also. We are NPP here in prison. You are never the Santa. In the young folk who control, young folk quiet demonstration. Young Nancy, no appear one garden who said MPP. They can switch a nice so much 2028. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia.
Well, anti nkoma hodo bi a ekoso ewo dwumadi na sebi ene ekokutie no ene ma bebre no a ene koye na wohwe se de Ghanafo wo musidi ani bre ekasaye ekire wo madwene ewo niema bi a enkoyie ewo NDC abanwe mu no na kyese ampa Ghanafo ani abre papa ne mpenifo bebre no ebae na binom ekire se wohwe ene de yi a eno ne afe ba ko pepepepe ya helicopter ekokohwe ase ewo oboase ma nipa bese nwotwe efa mu ehwede won kwa na enso dwumadi ya na wo mo ka kodie ana eye UT mining no se mining ho ya na wo mo kodi ho dwumadi no a enam so ma de no koba na yemisa ye ho se bi esua bibia firi mu ana galamse ye wo mo kotu ho na mo a enam so mu wuye no galamse ne ya bra galamse ne ya ho den yaka ho den anamo be ne etu wo ho yensuo n'ani ate anase de na ekọ yenye ho hwe ti mpanifo bi dwene se enne dai na wonom kokodi sa adwuma no na kyese esefata firi se aban no ye na adwene se obitu anamo papa bia e de atu sa de no eho esa nti Ghana fo bi nim kyerɛ o ma adwen ti bi nim kyerɛ se o munye NPP fo no o munye NDC fo na nso se o man no bibi ikoso na se ntwa yi a se o munyina etimi babi na o madi o machitan ebra be ka wonom a o mutu anamo bi o muhunu se ese fata ho yenko na yenko tie Ghana de hye ebinum nsem kakra ene NPP fo bi nsem a wonom kan ye bra o mkopie wo sa adwuma de nase.
That I will not join. I cannot be Paul Ademoshi, who has been doing Good Evening Ghana, a political program for a quarter of a century, and then I say that I will sit back and not join a demonstration. It's not great that you listen to Joy FM and they tell you that over the last 1.5 or 2 years, nearly 2 years, the law that we all think is a bad law has been used more times than it had been used over the last 8 years. Just this morning, we are hearing of more arrests and more arrests. No Ghanaian likes it. NDC people don't like it. NPP people don't like it. Because we have developed a culture of democracy. We developed a culture of democracy that is working, that we are happy with. Once in a while, things will happen in a democracy, but everyone is complaining, both NDC, MPP, CPP, and that's why you see that many other people have joined in this demonstration. So I'm here this morning to support it, because I cannot be a journalist working in this space and having seen everything that has happened. I mean, I'm old enough to have seen some of Rawlins's work. I was a journalist when Rawlins was there. I'm old enough to have seen some of what happened in Kufuor's time. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Every time things happen. Things happen in Nana Akufo-Addo's time that were not great in terms of even arrest. But everyone agrees that the scale at which it is now, we have to stand up and march for democracy. So that's why I'm here. We are waiting for the leaders to come, and then we will start and we'll talk some more. Good morning to everyone. If you are home and you support democracy, please come. Please.
To the New Patriotic Party. And to go for I'm sorry, it's Chanana Dompua. Yes, he is suspended one. Nana do not consider me. On my Chinti, Montua, so Namokasa School for Kola. Yawagan how, Ninayati. Your friend Evangelist Perpetua Santi. Greta Akraha, men I'm yet deputy regional women's organizer for 8 solid years. And I'm going to become the regional women's organizer. Men support to see a betrampua. I hate politics of insult. But I call Muhammad Namusono, I call Papani. TikTok Abikasa, no Champua. I don't support it when my president was in government. I do not support it. So Biba Muhammad, Mejano no Kamepe. On my non Yatitiano, Yatitian Poetra. Nakoya on Uchobiala de Nako. Ubetimetra Kabia to her, Yatiro Nibano, Yafanano, Bakumianu, and Yawa Say Bond. When Tia Sana, would not coffee.
The NDC said today marks exactly 1 year since we lost 6 Ghanaians. Why all the days you have decided to demonstrate?
We lost 6 gentlemen. Yes. The plane crashed. Yes. The headquarters. What have you? I lost my brother. I lost my brother. I'm from
Why has the New Patriotic Party decided to demonstrate?
Because the government refused to listen. You see, they are refusing to listen to the ordinary Ghanaians. Yes, we are young. Yes, we are random. I'm an Abuama. I teach you near Ninty. Miss Susa, Miss Suya, because of that and Yash Renema. A man sees you a Mukrono a day. I didn't hear Rajab I found. I didn't see and I didn't know I found. Why be Yavaho? Oh, said I'm not wanting to call you back. No, I to be Yabatum. Yatrobi. Now, attention, now going to that course. Nay, Yachited Saka. Yatia Sumasi. Yara John Dramani Mahama. And then a Trankona. Yayami Nana. My road did kind on my penny the first female vice president. I saw about Taya and Muslim Pro. I didn't know. Yaya when you have your trouble, and she says, I may be so. I'm percent your muye. I'm a tree and crofla. Nanka Yaba. Dr. Mamadu Bawumia. Nayas Yaba from Mamani acquire neighbor. Over to me have a coffee frost. What's the problem? No. Over to me, Casafo, Akasachan Ma, or your mining in Niger. See how one over to you. Bible said to me some but about Frahuma and Tiaswaba and your prison. Criminals in them. I'm robbers in them. Same smokers in them. Or we cannot get out. Democracy is under attack. I know that mammy different. And not in a mammy evangelist, no. Maybe different because Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Adibia one emre. na me ade ba ko minimum no so no Jeremiah 17:11 Bible say the open wanya ne kwa papa so no otesa kokoshe di obutu kosia no no to yeso na wi ayamu obeye kwasia obebu ni nkwa na moja ho sabi de mfi beye na nado dankwa otuku no beye na nado dankwa dela dem beye o mampani kufuo so o lezi nti no te wi chemu enye se yeso so Ghana first and your man penny John Draman Mama Bray. So be ya make us a much as why your son. Wait, son, you don't have to. Papa, I'm from Tuakukawa. I'm no more man. So Ghana first. I'm a woman of brat. I'm a woman of brat. I'm not the battery baboon. Fuck it, you mama baboon. So baboon ya fuma. The talkers wait. TikTok a big casa. No, your man penia. Chenoko Jina court. Man inside bond. You first job into the so 50,000, 40,000. One man the first chance, one man the second chance, one man the third chance. One tier. Or money in Abe who said, "Hey, you boy, payo to the Nicofiasia or this ever so be Cofiasi." Yantri Kevin Taylor, Yantri Sami Demfi, Yantri Otukuno, Yantri Daladem, and yet then Yatri common TikToker. Yadin Kotuma Fe. What is your offense?
President Mama, I will overthrow you. You are not good. They have to check whether you have the capacity to overthrow Mama. Do you think it's enough to put you in Sawan because he said I will overthrow Mama? It's not like that. So the point I'm making is that if speech is unhealthy, take it to the courts. Let a judge go like, what did you say? And if the fellow deserves punishment or whatever. In fact, even
Bawumia is taking the seat now. That's that they are seeing the ground. They won't understand. I'm seeing fruit soldiers. Yeah, come in deal. The NPP, I told him who look at the NPP look at. We are changing. Whatever you do, we are winning.
But Sami Jafi is abusing his office and he will go to jail. Sami Jafi will go to jail one day.
You go with that, she let it go, I know.